the smartest thing that you can do is to surround yourself with smart people. Welcome to my channel. My name is Lekan Abioye, like you always know. And in this my presentation, I want to bring to you 5 major things a dummy can do to get rich. You can imagine, why did I say even a dummy? Life is simple. And the earlier we know that we can actually make it doing simple things over time, the better. And that is what I'm bringing to us today. For those of you who have been following me, I want to appreciate you. I want to say thank you very much for subscribing to my channel on YouTube, WealthCraftCo. And for those of you who have also been following me on Facebook, on TikTok, I really commend your efforts. And you can help your friend, you can help your family, you can help your colleagues in your workplace, even in the marketplace, by telling them about Lekan Abioye. On Facebook as Lekan Abioye, on TikTok, on YouTube as WealthCraftCo, even on Instagram, WealthCraftCo, on LinkedIn, Lekan Abioye. And you can as well point somebody to my website, www.lekanabioye.com. You are going to see a lot of information that can change a lot of things about you. My area of specialty is how to make people to be rich, following basic, simple principles over time. Why did I say even a dummy? You can see the simplicity of what you could do that can change your life entirely. People struggle because they don't have the knowledge of what to do. So if, for example, I'm a dummy and I want to do just these 5 major things, I am going to be rich. Simple, practical steps. Very simple, very practical. It does not require you being a genius. It does not require you being a university graduate. It does not require degrees. It does not require education. The only thing that these 5 things I want to talk to you about today require is just discipline to do it. Just be disciplined to do it. Ìkóra ẹni níjàánu láti ṣe bó ṣe yẹ kẹ́ ẹ ṣe. That is what it is. Ìkóra ẹni níjàánu láti ṣe bó ṣe yẹ kó o ṣe. That is what it requires. Number 1. Live below your means, no matter what. Live below your means, no matter what. Why? Wealth is not so much about how much you make. No. It is more of how much you've been able to keep and set aside for specific purposes, especially purposes that will make that money to grow in your hands over time. It's as simple. Is it not simple? Very, very simple. For you to just live below your means. It means, in a layman's balance, any amount of money that you make, don't spend it all on what you probably don't need or what you don't even want per time. Live below your means. It's very, very crucial. People used to say, cut your coat according to your clothes. You cut your clothes according to your clothes, not even according to your size. If your size is so big and you have 2 yards, what it can only do for you is to do a boxer short for you. If you want to go and use 2 yards to get buba and shoro, shirt and trouser, it can't match. It cannot do it. So you cut your coat according to your size, and that is how to live below your means. The moment you start living below your means, it shows that you are disciplined. and there is nothing important that you want to do. If discipline is out of it, it cannot match. And that's why when I'm talking to us like this, it seems as if I'm so passionate about it. I'm passionate because I want to see the lives of so many common people transformed. And the difference is just what a rich man is doing that a poor man is not doing. Now, what is my dummy move? Your dummy move is to cut out your wasteful spending, stop impressing people, and always have a fixed percentage of your income, minimum 20%, that you want to save. You can see, is that not easy? A dummy can do this. Anybody can. He does not need degree. He does not need any four walls of the university education. Àwọn bàbá wa lóko wọ́n ń rí ṣe. Kí ló dé tí wò ò ní rí ṣe lÉkòó? Kí ló dé tó ò ní rí ṣe Ìbàdàn? Kí ló dé tó ò ní rí ṣe Nàìjíríà? Kí ló dé tó ò ní rí ṣe Ghana? Kí ló dé tó ò ní rí ṣe London? Kí ló dé tó ò ní rí ṣe America? Kí ló dé tó ò ní rí ṣe ní Japan? You can do it anywhere you find yourself. It is that simple. That's number one. I'm not going to waste your time. That's number one. Number two, even if you are a dummy, and probably in your group while you are growing up in school, they said this guy, Odewale, is a dummy. Because maybe in the class, you are among those ones who usually have E grades. But if you follow these 5 simple things, I'm telling you, those your mates, they will be looking at you in front in a very short time. Go and mark what I'm saying to you today. Mark it down. 3 years, 5 years down the line, if you are not a millionaire, if you are not making it successfully in business, in asset accumulation, in wealth building, call me back and say you are also a stupid man. And that is what it is. That any dummy can become rich. Any dummy can have abundance of what to eat, what to drink, what to save, and what to invest. So, the number 2 thing is also very simple. Just start a simple side hustle. Tó o bá lówó rárá, kan lọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ òwò kékeré kan tó máa ṣe. If you don't have any job, if you don't have any money, just go and use your sweat to start something that will begin to hand you something. Why? Because you need to have a side hustle. Even apart from that one thing that is bringing some toro your way, that is bringing something little by little your way. Yes, you have your salary, you hand your salary. Yes, it's coming regularly every 30 days, you get it. Yes, there is nothing bad in it. But I'm telling you that even at that, take part of that and start something by the side so that the source of income can now increase to 2. And over time, it can become 3. Over time, it can become 4. Do you know that the wealthy people have businesses? How many businesses do you think that Dangote of Africa has? If he lists it for you, it cannot be less than 20, 30, 40. And I can bet it with you. Maybe one of these days in my program, I'll begin to bring these people to my platform for conversation. You can hear from them how they've been able to make it, because this is what will transform our nation. This is what will transform Africa. This is what will transform the lives of the people. So, what is the dummy move? The dummy move is very simple. Resell goods, run errands, you can bake snacks, you can offer basic services, you can be doing cleaning services, you can be doing tutoring, you can do delivery services. Don't wait for a perfect time. There is no perfect time. Start now. Anybody can do it. I've seen people do that a lot of times. If I tell you my story of how I began in this city of Lagos, Nigeria, you will say, how come? A university graduate? You started your journey by those petty things? See, let me tell you a little bit. Back in the days, I'm talking about almost 30 years ago, back in the days, my friends that we went to university together, who had gotten a white-collar job, they decided to even abandon me. Because back then, if you still remember my story, I told you I was also looking for a job. There was no job. The cases of no jobs, it has been around for many years. 40 years, 30 years, 35 years. This is not a matter of today. But I started then. I started business. Most of them today, to the glory of God, they respect me that I started, because there is nowhere they can be that I cannot be. As a matter of fact, I have been to places where they are dreaming of getting to, with every sense of humility. And it can also happen to you. I'm talking from my mind. I'm talking to you sincerely, because I want to see a lot of things happening. Don't wait for a perfect time, because there is no perfect time. And I want to take you to number 3. Save and continue to invest, even if it is so small. Don't say, oh, what I want to do is wait for a time that one money will just come, bam. You know, we used to think that way in this part of the world. We do say this. Yes, it will happen. But a smarter person who is seen as a dummy can start putting something together gradually, and building something. Investing, putting the money together gradually, and you are investing. Even if it is 20,000 in a year, even if it is 50,000 in a year, you know that you have something somewhere that you are putting into investing. Warren Buffett, probably now he used to be second richest man, in the world at the time, third richest. I think now he should be around seventh richest man, because he has given billions of dollars away. He started when he was 13 years old with less than $10, and he was able to build Berkshire Hathaway today, one of the biggest investment companies of the world. He was able to build that by starting small with little investment in stocks, and he began to build empire that the entire world will see today. That was a funny experience. They interviewed him so many years ago, and I learned a big lesson from that. And they said, Warren Buffett, why is it that you don't fly private jets? He said he does not need a private jet to move from point A to B. But you know what? Even my executives, my CEOs that I employ in my companies, they have private jets. He pays the salaries of those who are riding on private jets, because he understands money. He understands how to make money. He understands how money works. And he understands how he can leverage on the principles of buying back time. And that is why today, the man who is up there knows how to grow his wealth over time. So the earlier you start, the bigger and the better it is for you. One of the things that I call the dummy move for you to have this done is you can use automation process to begin to save your money. We have a lot of apps that are available to you now to start saving, even to start investing. But the warning is this: please don't invest into what you don't know. Even if you want to buy shares of companies, go to people that understand how it works. Look for the company's fundamentals. Understand who are the management team of that company. Knows who are the owners, the shareholders, the prominent shareholders of that company. Read about the company in the last 2-3 years, whether they are within growth trajectory. These are basic things that you need to know. I remember there was a bear period, I think towards 2007 to 2010. Then we are within the bullish period where stock was just growing well and then doing well and everything. But what brought that then was not actually the fundamentals. It was trend. It was what people were saying. There are some people that are pushing for that thing to happen during that period. And you could see a lot of people buying shares and everything and all of that. Within 2 years, it crashed. But then I was a smart investor. I will tell you this, I did not lost any money during that period. The shares that I bought, I sold them at profit during that period. I was now left with about 2. And those 2, I was watching it because I had a long-term plan for it. And I said, whatever thing that happens, I'm not going to sell these shares. So one of them came down from, then I think it was 7 naira or 7 naira 50 kobo. I had hundreds of thousands of that particular shares. It came down to like 2 naira. I said, I'm not going to sell. People were selling. I said, if I had gotten more money, I would have bought more. I would have bought more. But I never sold it. 7 years down the line, 8 years down the line, today the shares worth multi-millions in my assets. And I've been enjoying dividend for some years now. As a matter of fact, a few days ago, a alert just came into my phone, dividend paid for the year 2024. So what am I trying to tell you? I'm trying to tell you that you can cultivate the culture of investing now. Start saving, move into investment, and let it be consistent. You can invest in some friendly options like mutual funds and then savings into some apps. I don't want to mention those apps on this platform because if I do, I'm giving them free advertisement. But a time is coming, we are going to mention them because they will come to us by reason of value that we are adding to the people. And that is number 3, save and invest consistently. And I believe that any dummy can do this. So, my friends, I've mentioned to you 3 out of those 5 things that are important for even a dummy to do and for them to begin to experience financial prosperity. Number 4, you must be able to know about money as if your life depends on it. If I ask some of you some basic questions now about investment, you don't know. Even about money. Some of the things that have been shunning out for you for weeks now, go and look at everything, is about money because I want our mind to be renewed. I want us to have new knowledge about money. So even if it's going to take me 6 months for my content to center on changing the mindset and change your mindset to how you can begin to earn money, to make money, to invest, for you to move away from being a poor person to becoming a rich person and to start your journey into financial freedom, I'm ready to give it to it. It is my commitment. So you must be financially literate. Why? The wealthy, they understand money. That is why they are wealthy. But the broke, they refuse to learn. They avoid financial literacy training. They avoid financial literacy seminars. They refuse to read books. They refuse. They refuse to have mentors. They refuse to have coaches. And that is why it's become very, very difficult for them. If you avoid financial literacy lessons, you'll be dead broke. I can bet it with you. You'll be dead broke. But what are the dummy moves? You can read, you can listen to even just one podcast or video per week on money, on wealth creation, on financial freedom, on principles of success, on personal development. Just take 1 hour as your effort, just 1 hour in a week to learn something about money. In years, even within months, it can change your mindset and you begin to see how you can actually be free from poverty. So it is very, very fundamental that you understand that the wealthy, they understand money, but the poor, they avoid it. And there is this word of God that says, good understanding grants favor. So for you to be favored, as it were, you need to understand what money is all about. And finally, in this my presentation, which is the all in all of these 5 things that even a dummy can do to be rich, is avoid debt for stupid things. Avoid debt for stupid things. Debt is the killer of wealth for average people. That is why you see a lot of people in the West, they are living inside debts, different credit cards. They use debt to live. They use debt to satisfy want. They don't understand what the rich understand, because you can use debt to create assets. You can use debt to buy assets. You can use debt to invest in assets. But when you use debt to acquire liabilities, you are on your own, or you're lower. That's how we say it in this part of the world. And what is the dummy move that you can make? No loan for clothes. As simple as that. No loans for bags. No loans for jewelry. No loans for wedding party. No loans on frivolities. It is not necessary. It is from abundance that you have that you can satisfy your wants, not in your quest to move to higher ground that you want to satisfy your wants. And the bonus in this my presentation to you is that the smartest thing that you can do is to surround yourself with smart people. And I believe in wealth creation today, I am one of the smartest people that you can talk to. And that is why I want you to follow me on Facebook, Lekan Abioye, on YouTube, WealthCraftCo, on Instagram, the same thing, WealthCraftCo, on TikTok, WealthCraftCo. You'll be getting information, knowledge, wisdom on how to transition from being poor to becoming wealthy and be rich. My name remains Lekan Abioye. See you next time. Thank you.